Okay, let's try go somewhere a bit further this time. Might go towards the town, well, the city of Wieliczka, not to the center, but the outskirts. I want to ask, it's Sunday now, but I want to see whether there are signs how certain shops will be open on the Christmas Eve, because this is technically the first year where Christmas Eve is a full holiday. Like previously, for example, a lot of shops would close at midday, noon, or at 1 p.m. to give people, chance to go home and stuff like this. But now supposedly a lot of places will be shut down entire day, which means they are also shut down on the 25th and 26th. And then there is Saturday, and then there is Sunday. So yeah, that's going to be tough. I might at some point have to stop the video and start recording in night mode so that you can see. But yeah, that's basically, that might be the reason why you see some jumps, but for now there is enough light yet. I don't plan for it to be a long journey, but because I hate I don't hate long journeys, I just can't handle them very well. If I lived in the US and I had to, travel to family every week, like 3 hours in one way, that would be non-starter for me. Especially since it's not like I didn't like driving far. I liked it. But I had a bad incident a couple of years ago. When I drove to the lower Silesia region, or rather to the Opole region, and Well, I didn't sleep a lot. Let's just say that it took entire night and later entire day of traveling, driving around and stuff like this. And there was I didn't have air conditioning or anything like that, and it was very hot outside. 37 degrees Celsius, which is approximately 100 Fahrenheit. And I had to sleep in the car because I had to sleep, otherwise it would be too dangerous. And I didn't notice that there was a malfunction in the heating of the seat, and the seat, the driver's seat, was, for some reason it shorted or something like that, and it basically for my entire sleep it was turned to the maximum. So let's just say that sitting down after this was not the nicest thing ever. Yeah, here will be fogs. And smog, likely. Normally you would go to the right, but I will go further and try not to go to the city center, especially in this fog. This road down is very narrow and very dangerous and very fast. People drive like crazy. Despite it being much worse than here, they drive faster than here. Okay. I think you can still see. Fog isn't that bad, but it will soon be dark. You can see that the lights are turning on for the for the street lights. Okay. I prepared the graphs for the Min P video, but now I'm thinking if I should just make it on PC. I will probably make this one on the phone, but when I will make the video on combination of all three, how it works, I will probably use the computer, because yeah, having 20 graphs, tiny graphs on the phone is not exactly fun. Okay, I hope I didn't damage a lot. The traffic here is much bigger than usual. I assume it's because some of the roads might be closed, or people are trying to avoid the police, or I don't know, it might just be that hour. Check for leaks and stuff like this when I stop, and I will stop at the shop. To the right and then to the left on the roundabout. Roundabouts are very safe in Poland, and generally speaking they are very safe. What US does are circles, which is something completely different. But the roundabout we are about to witness is not necessarily safe, because there are lots of people who drive only, a few hundred meters from one house to the shop and back, and they often forget to turn on the lights, and not just during the day or twilight, but at night, for example. I had a situation like that this few years ago. It was just before they put the roundabout here, actually, the one that we will see. And yeah, I almost drove at 11 p.m. into the car that didn't have lights turned on. Because there is a short patch where there are no street lights, where there were no street lights at least, or not powerful, so you could, drive and think that you have lights turned on, then 50 meters of no lights, and then you are again in a lighted section. So if someone wasn't paying attention, or worse, was, for example, going to the shop for another beer, or rather another beers, then yeah, they might forget. Okay. On the left there will be a store in a moment. I'll try, I don't know if I will find the correct entrance. Yeah, I think here. And if you're thinking apothecary, there is apothecary there, pharmacy. Yes, they're everywhere, as I said, and there used to be two more in a 50-meter radius, so it's now much better than it used to. Okay, see you later.